What's happening, guys? Polyzac here and welcome back to FIFA 18. Today we are going to be kicking off our brand new series, Marquee Draft. I've been looking forward to this. This is going to be great. We're going to be looking at marquee matchups for the following week while doing a draft which has stipulations that we take the current marquee matchup players. So today, like this week's marquee matchups are going to be Sweden, Italy, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Denmark, Ireland, Greece and Croatia. So we're going to be if we've got any selections in our foot draft with those, we're going to take them. We're going to be looking at, while we're building the squad, playing games, we're going to be discussing, while we're building the squad, we're going to be discussing next week's marquee matchups, possibilities of teams that could get in it. And yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. Let's get straight into this draft. Enter with 15,000 coins. We've got enough coins to do this. So this week's marquee matchups, I did invest quite all right, but I do wish I picked up more Olsens for the Swedish. We are going to take. I'm pretty sure I won the draft with this formation. We're going to take the 3-4-2-1. Let's see if we can get a highest rated draft. Now, looking at next week's sort of marquee matchups, there's some big games. I've just got everything up on the computer here. We've got Atletico and Real Madrid. They're going to be guaranteed, and we are going to have to take Eriksen because he is a Danish player. He's going to be playing centre mid. Atletico, Real Madrid, guaranteed. Players to invest in, maybe Vasquez. I don't really know sort of the players that let's have a look at the details, but we could have a look at the sort of at Silvers. There's absolutely no point in Silvers. Maybe the non-rare Hernandez, the French centre-back from Atletico. Maybe Nacho Fernandez. That might be good. The non-rares are really nice because you know it's going to be a high-rated squad. It's probably going to be an 81 rated or 80 rated squad because every player is so highly rated. So yeah, Vasquez is probably good to try and pick him up on cheap, get him on bid, and then once the marquee matchups come out, sell him. Vieto Correa, Torres is a good one. You pick up cheap. You can probably get it on bid for discard. So that's a guaranteed one. Let's pick up our striker. Do we get any of these marquee matchups? Ibra? No. Now we've got no one, and I think I might take Gabriel Jesus because I don't think I've used Jesus or Jesus this year, even though I want to take that Mertens, but we'll stick to Premier League at the moment, and we'll see. If I miss anything, I'm sorry, guys. So basically, guaranteed is Atletico, and we have an Italian who we have to take. They're almost guaranteed as one of the big clubs. Marquee matchups, they usually do two big clubs and two small clubs. I think Atletico and Real Madrid are probably going to be the big one. We can take anything here, and I think we'll take Sterling because of the chemistry. The other big game, that's a toss-up. That is a real tough one to predict. There's Arsenal and Spurs. That's a big one, the North London derby. And there's also Roma and Lazio. And they're two big clubs. Well, they're two top clubs. They're currently placed 5th and 4th. Do we get anything here? We get Frenchmen. Do we get anything? Oh, I invested quite a bit in AU because I thought Ghana might snag one for their game against Egypt. And that one's a big rivalry. But we're going to have to go Conti. Might have to... That's going to be giving me less chemistry. We'll pick up the left mid. Hopefully we can get a Martial with none of the marquee matchups. So Spurs, and we get no one. That's all right. We can take Heung-min Son, who's fantastic. Roma, Lazio, Arsenal, Spurs. Players to invest in, maybe like a Lamella. You can get maybe Theo Walcott. They're pretty good players to sort of invest in. Maybe have a look at El Nenis, just in case you need players off nation. Herrera Herrera is probably the best choice. None of those players are in the marquee matchup, so we'll take Herrera. Roma and Lazio, you probably want to take maybe like they're going to be like 78, 79 rated, so maybe, that's a tough one. Manolas, we're going to have to take Manolas actually, speak of the devil. He is Greek, and they're in the marquee matchups. None of the other ones are, unfortunately, Aspi. We're going to have to take Manolas here. That's good, he gets a link to Conti. And with this, we get the Croatian. Oh, no, Kaluka, why? Why do you have to be there? They would have get a nice marquee matchup link. Lazio players, Lalic would be good. The Basta, I think, is the right back. He'll be nice to pick up. That's Montenegro, not Morocco. That's good. None of these players are in, so we'll take Chris Smalling. We'll get Malas on that side. Let's take the goalkeeper. Maybe we can get the Watford keeper. That'd be nice. Oh, we get Schmeichel, the Danish. We get 2 Danish players on our first. We're going to go and jump onto the reserves. Hopefully we can get something good. So they're the 3 big main marquee matchups for next week. So there's Atletico and Real Madrid, Arsenal Spurs, Roma Lazio. Now, speaking of the 2 smaller sort of marquee matchups, big one, Montenegro versus Tigres in the Mexican League. They're big, that's first, second place, called the Clásico Regiomontano. So make sure you pick up them, maybe like a Gignac. I'm assuming that you'll probably need to branch off into another league. So Gignac would be nice to pick up, being French. I don't know about Monterrey, it's Ivory Coast and Italy. To be fair, I might take Aurier and slap him at right mid. Gives Ericsson perfect chem. And in terms of the second one, there's big toss up. We've got Ligia and who's the other team? It's the top 2 in the Polish league. So they'll be good to pick up. Zabrze, or I don't know how. Yeah, Zabrze. Lot of Padzan's probably a big one to pick up, being the only gold player between those 2 teams. And look, the second one is a big toss-up. That's I feel like those 2 could be the 2 small leagues, but there's a toss-up. There's Olympique Lyon, Marseille versus Bordeaux, I think that is. There's also the Saudi League. We got Al Hilali or Halal and Urawa. That could be a toss-up. We got the Colombian League. We got Nacional and Medellin. That's a possibility. And there's also a couple of World Cup qualifiers. You got Australia, Honduras. Hopefully Australia can get in. That's a big game on Tuesday. Can't wait to watch that. We've got Peru versus New Zealand. Hopefully New Zealand can get in. I wouldn't mind seeing them too. And there's also Senegal and South Africa. So there's a couple of big games for World Cup qualifiers. But if I was to have my pick right now, I'd say that it would be Atletico Real. Who have we got here? We've got a great guy. Damn. Bundesliga. If I was to say right now, and I put in my predictions for next week, it would be Real Madrid, Atletico as the 2 big ones. There's the Swede. That's good. Do we want to take him though? Do we want to take him? Maybe put Jesus on the left-hand side there. Atletico Real, easy. That's easy done. We got Leroy Sané. That's nice. Might get a player of the month by the time this comes out. Check him on Heung-min Son just so he gets chemistry. could put. Oh, I don't want that. There we are. That might be a lot better. Atletico Real, number 1. That's a lock in. That's guaranteed. Pick up good players. Algeria was another toss up on last week's marquee matchup, so I thought was going to get it. Algeria v Nigeria. That's a big rivalry there, but they didn't chuck that in. They decided to go against that. For the second big one, Spurs and Man United were a couple weeks ago. So I wouldn't be surprised if it is Roma Lazio, but I wouldn't put my house on it or put my money on it. That it would be, we'll pick up Alexis Sanchez there. Beauty. Should we chuck some back? No, we'll just leave it like that. I'll place my bets on Arsenal Spurs. So we've got them two as the big one. There's an Egyptian who was a possibility. Uruguay, no one here, so we'll take the highest rated. We'll take the River Plate, who was the week before player. The smaller teams, Tigres and Monterrey, or there's Walcott there. That might be a good guy to pick up. None of those were in the marquee matchups this week, so we'll take Theo. Small teams, yeah, we'll take the Mexican sides. And look, pick up a couple players from each sort of team. I'd put the second small team in the marquee matchup as the Polish teams, Liga and G Zabrze. The site that I'm using is FIFA Analytics. Great site, not sponsored or anything like that, but if you ever want to check out rather than watching these videos, check them out. They're great. Also has a huge poll. Last week there was nearly 8,500 people that voted on the poll. Gives you a good indication of what people think will be the marquee matchups. But I'd put my money on the Polish league, but I'd also invest in a couple of the Saudi league players and even the Colombian league players. But that does it for the marquee matchups. I'll put it at the end of the video, my final sort of predictions. Who knows if it will change. None of these players really work. We'll have Daniel. Now we need centre back. We need to get rid of Korleka. Get Nyom. None of those are in marquee matchups. We get Cedric, that's alright. Oh, it nearly gets up to 100. Well, that does it for really the... Oh, there we are. There's Ireland. Oh, Tunisia. That's pretty close to... Look, there. Moreno. Good one to pick up for Roma and Lazio. We'll get... I think that is Danny or Stefan. Okay, or Stephen. I know there's a Danny Ward. Wow, big one. Big one. Oh, we're going to have to take Subasic. We're going to take a... Oh, no. There's a Van der Sar 89 rated at Van der Sar. Oh, we're going to have to settle with Subasic. There we are, guys. That is our first marquee matchup draft. And to be fair, it is a full Premier League side. Yeah, nothing really more to say. Let's jump into the gameplay. Here we are, guys. Our first opponent is rocking a Serie A. Oh, he's got that Van der Sar. He's got a Serie A La Liga hybrid, which is 185. Now, this is my first online game in quite a fair while, so hopefully we can get the job done. I'll bring you guys back for the highlights. Oh, no way. No way. Sorry for going absolutely quiet from kickoff there. Perfect opportunity. Ibrahimovic, not going to miss this. I didn't even say a word because I wasn't expecting to score here. So, there we are. Little kickoff cheese. To be fair, it was a well-worked goal. got a bit lucky there. I thought he was going to block it. But we've got one past Schmeichel already. Here we are. Here we go. Oh. Boom. Inside. Back out. Out to Son. Good. Ibra. Oh. Good chance. Let's whip this in. Sane. Oh, stand there. Stand there. Who's under it? Alexis. Oh, wow. How? Van der Sar caught in no man's land. Ibra. Oh, Smalling. There's half time. Wow. Oh, he's had a whole lot of chances there. I wish I had a better midfielder. Eriksen's just not doing the job. Look, stats very, very similar. I feel like possession could be a lot more. Gee, Sane's already absolutely wrecked. Let's get into the second half. Hopefully we can win this. Maybe 2-0, 3-0.
Let's get into the second half. Hopefully we can win this. Maybe 2-0, 3-0.
Good. Oh. Really? Really? Wow. Tracking that back, and there's just no point. There's no point. No point in tracking anything. But, how is Ibra not intercepting that? He's just sitting there. Jeez, Mbappe, piss off. He's gone back there. Gotta be. Sanchez here. Sanchez, beauty. Tool. Oh, I had to slip him back there. I don't know what that touch was that he took there, but very lucky. It's been my basically second real damaging attack. Take it off him in midfield. Try and play it like I play squad battles. It's just not the same whatsoever. Yep, it's just not even close to being similar. Oh, it's a goal. Yeah. Try to get in front of it and he scores. 84th minute. Alexis Sanchez. Oh, I don't think we're going to get out of this one. Ah, Herrera, come on. Mbappe's just doing absolute bits. Brought on De Bruyne, and how has that gone to Dybala? I don't understand how that's gone to Dybala, but geez, this guy's beaten me. 3 at the back is a real struggle. I don't think I'm going to go back to it after this. You guys might even be watching the full game because that was dreadful. This has been absolutely dreadful, but which is nice. Unfortunately, we get a 4-2 loss in this. He dominated me there. Look, just tough players. I feel like a couple of the choices, Marquee matchups sort of screwed me over. Ibra just wasn't great. I don't know how he's got a 9.5 or whatever it was. Schmeichel 9 saves. That was his team. It was just so much better. He brought on Sanchez and Mbappe and De Bruyne. Just did bits. Just absolutely killed me. 0 wins. To be fair, silver packs, decent. Silver player packs, even better actually. Look, we can definitely make our money back. We're going to open up these packs. I've got all these packs saved for Team of the Year once that comes out. I've got a whole lot of mega packs from squad battles. I've got a 50k pack from winning the draft, and a whole lot of the pre-order packs. We get no one of interest here. We've got to store all these in the club. And Emro, that's what I want to store as well. And we'll get rid of this. And other gold pack, let's see what we get. Let's just let it run. Imagine if we get a boards player. If we get a boards player, I'll be very, very, very hyped. Possibility, getting an inform, actually, in this silver players pack. Wonderson, we'll keep all those, sell all the rest. And we'll go into our silver players pack. Let's see if we can get anything decent. Whole lot of chances of getting some league players that go for a whole lot of coins here. Do we get an inform? Can we get an inform? I don't even know what sort of flair it would do. Look, there we are. Championship, French, Brentford. Big money. 1.6, 1.5, sweet. Look, 1.4, put them up for 1k. Bang, easy to like. A lot of French players, I don't think they'll go for much. I might sell them on after the video. Look, they hardly go for anything, but there is something Norwegian, anything like that. We've got the Greek player here, he might go for something. 1.6, 700. To be fair, I might just chuck him up for 500. But that does it, guys. That does it for episode 1. Unfortunately, we get knocked out in the first round. I'll be back for next week. We'll see how much of... I'll put up the final predictions of the marquee matchups on the screen right now. And there we go, guys. That does it for our first episode of Marquee Draft. If you guys have enjoyed, smash the like button. Subscribe for more, and we'll see you next week for it. Have a great day, guys. See ya. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, and have a great day.